Welcome to my English class. Let us read an interesting poem, The Sound Collector by Roger McGough. Roger McGough is an English poet, playwright, and an author. His poems are usually very simple and funny. This poem that we are going to read is about all the sounds we hear in our daily lives. Here, the poet imagines a strange man who seems to be very mysterious. One morning, he collects all the sounds that fills up our life and takes them away. In this poem, the poet has explained us the value and importance of sounds in our everyday life. Now let us go through the poems and do the explanation. A stranger called this morning, dressed all in black and grey, put every sound into a bag and carried it away. In the first stanza, the speaker says that the strange man who was dressed in black and grey came to his house in the morning. He put all the sounds in his bag, all the sounds which were around, he collected and put in his bag and took them away. Every sound was taken by the strange man. Now we can see what the different sounds are there by reading the second and the third stanzas. The whistling of the kettle, the turning of the clock, the purring of the kitten, the ticking of the clock, the popping of the toaster, the crunching of the flakes, when you spread the marmalade, the scraping noise it makes. In the second and the third stanzas, the speaker tells about the different types of sounds around us. The whistling sound of the kettle, the lock turning, the kitten purring, and the clock ticking. All the sounds and some more other sounds like the popping of the toaster, the crunching sound of the cornflakes, along with the scraping noise made by a knife when spreading of the marmalade which is a kind of jam made by oranges. When marmalade is spread on the slice of bread with a knife, a sound is made. All these sounds were collected by the stranger. He put them in his bag and took them away. The hissing of the frying pan, the ticking of the grill, the bubbling of the bathtub as it starts to fill. He also fills up his bag with the hissing sound of the frying pan, the ticking of the grill, and the bubbling sound of the bathtub when it starts filling. The drumming of the raindrops on the window pane when you do the washing up, the gurgle of the drain. The stranger even takes the drumming sound made by the raindrops when it hits the window pane. When it is raining and the raindrops hits the window pane, a sound is heard. The stranger took that sound also away. He put that sound in his bag and took it away. When we wash our utensils after having our meals, the gurgle sound made by the dirty water flowing away is also taken away by the man. The crying of the baby, the squeaking of the chair, the swishing of the curtain, the creaking of the stair. Some other sounds like the crying of the baby, the squeaking sound which is made by the chair, the swishing of the curtain, and the creaking of the stairs is also carried away by the stranger. A stranger called this morning, he didn't leave his name, left us only silence, life will never be the same. In the last stanza, the speaker says that the stranger did not give his introduction to the speaker, nor did he utter any word. Thus, he took away all the sounds and what was left was only silence. There was silence everywhere around as all the sounds were taken by the stranger. The speaker further says that after that, the life would change completely and nothing would remain the same. Through this poem, the speaker is trying to explain the importance of sound in our life, in our daily existence. If you can imagine, if all the sounds are taken away from us, there will be utter silence everywhere around, and our life will not be the same at all.